Right, hello again, CobCasters. I'm out this afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon. It's rather a raw one with a strong wind, and I'm out on Ronan, and I thought it'd be quite nice to do another little series on him, because he's actually come a long way since I last rode him and had the camera with me. And because it's quite windy and sometimes the quality of the audio isn't great, I'm carrying a separate audio with me as well. So I'm hoping that you won't miss too much of the conversation. And so Mr. Ronan is proving to be just the ticket. You can hear a horse going along there, he's walking a little bit more smartly, but he's really reliable, and he's a real joy to ride. And he's on the home stretch now to finishing his training, because him and me, he's got a huge amount of trust in me now, and he really mostly doesn't get stuck anymore, and feels a lot more educated to ride. In fact, it's so nice to ride him because he is most of the time truly straight. He doesn't lean on the hand like he did, and he's just a pleasure. You can just come out for a lovely relaxed hack. Of course there's quite a bit more to do. I haven't done anything with the canter for a while, because I want to get him, it's a lot better. I haven't put the finishing touches to it. I just want to get him so that he feels like, to the place where he'd do ride like this for the average rider, because that's what he has to do. So he does still do a little bit of looking, but I've got so much more control over him, and he's got a lot of faith in me. So once he's given, like everything else, once they give their trust to someone, or like me, he can give it to someone else. And I have to say, he's not as established as Mel, but he has sort of similar qualities of reliability. And this horse is one that doesn't let you down. He's got an enormous heart. He's got such a lovely nature, and there isn't a bad bone in his body. And it's just really nice for me to come out and ride a horse that doesn't give me, as Gabriel puts it, any BS. So I'm really enjoying my rides on Ronan. Yes, he's steady, but hey, that's a really good thing. And at my age, I really appreciate it. When I was a teenager, I may have wanted something a little more exciting, but now I don't want excitement. I just want to have a nice hack. One thing Ronan is a bit suspicious of, all the flowers have come out now, and Ronan thinks especially blue flowers are something that he's a bit suspicious of. Blue flowers, so we need to go and meet plenty of them with bluebells in the wood. He's ready now to take quite a lot of way out of his comfort zone, to travel some new routes. And when I say to him go, he goes, and he's got this nice walk. He's doing his little trot. But when he's look at the walk, I don't know if this will pick it up. the camera will pick it up, but the walk's really nice. It's going somewhere. He's stretching his head down, but he doesn't pull. Yeah, just really nice. He's straight. I can control his shoulders most of the time, so he just, rein into the neck, and I'm able to move him over. He's straight. He's straight inside and out. So now what that means is I can really start working on him because he's listening to me. And somebody made a comment on a Jupiter video that, well, quite rightly, that, when I was riding Jupiter, he was listening to me because he had one ear on me. But you see, there are ears on the rider and ears on the rider, and sometimes, as in Jupiter's case, it denotes that he's a bit worried about what my intent is. You see, when you look at Ronan, he hasn't got an ear on me because he's not remotely worried about what I'm doing. He's very happy with me on top, and so his ears are forward. In fact, Ronan has his ears forward every day. He's a naturally very happy horse. He's happy about life, and he enjoys living it. Isn't that right, Ronan? So, before I rode him this afternoon, I took out little pony Flynn, and for the first time ever, wore the head cam on the first assessment ride, which I don't normally do, just in case I meet something that's a bit challenging and I don't want to get the camera damaged. But I had every faith that Flynn would be quiet, which he was, and not be too challenging, which he wasn't. So I wore the head cam for him as well, but I don't know whether I'm having a problem with the camera, but the first 5 or so minutes of filming are all totally pink, and you can't really see anything, which is a bit of a shame. So I think I'll have to cut them out where I talk about him for the first 5 minutes, because nobody wants to watch a pink film. I'm hoping this one isn't as pink as well. Yeah, so we've got a nice walk going with Ronan. He sometimes looks at something, but that's fine. He is alive. The thing is, he doesn't plant like he used to. He understands the way out of the pressure is forward, and he just goes forward now instead of stopping. Come on. Good boy. There. Right, we're going to run a trot. And his trot's really nice. It's nice and rhythmical. It goes in a rhythm. And it's steady, but going somewhere. That's a good boy. Again, you don't need any reins. I mean, this is what it's all about. Not having to hold them up. They carry themselves. That's what our Ronan does now. He just carries himself in balance, and I can just enjoy the trot, which is exactly how it should be. It's covering the ground, it's really covering the ground, but it's not in the hint of rushing, because we've got the balance and the rhythm mentally and physically in him now. Yeah, good boy. Now I'm expecting a little bit of a shy. There's the white. There's a bag up there in the hedge. I'm expecting a little bit of shy. I don't mind as long as the overall goes past it. Good boy. Again, he doesn't get stuck. Good boy. And as you can see, he's a lot fitter.